been seen since 2004. Okay? Now, for everybody who bought their tickets, don't worry. You still gonna be able to see how it all went down. Don't worry. Still gonna be able to see how it all went down. You good? Going up? Oh, wait. It's time. Coming? All right. Well, it hasn't been seen since 2004. Brick. That was you, Dick. Well, I'm about to show y'all ain't been seen since 2004. Now, I want y'all to understand something. What I'm about to show y'all is here because it's time for it to be here. And like I told y'all, keep your eyes on the clock. You start seeing certain signs of certain things, and you realize what's really going on. This is a statue from Tama-Re. An actual statue, not a remake. It's the real thing. And what I can say to you is it may not look like it, but if you don't see that, this is about 1,000 pounds. Yes, this is the actual statue of Horus Har from Tama-Re. And so the listing popped up seemingly out of nowhere. And I talked to the lady who was over the listing. I spoke to her. And she was explaining to me that a lot of people just started hitting her up out of nowhere about the statue. One of the brothers came to me and said, yo, he sent me the information, said the statues is out there and they want X amount for it. I said, okay. So I looked into it. I called the lady immediately. The lady says she was just about to take the listing down because she was getting threats and all kind of messages from people who were saying they were Nuwaubians or the family of Dr. Melakazi York, or they were Sabaeans, and they were threatening her saying she stole the property, all these other things. I said, no. I said, anybody that was hitting you on that type of timing, their heart wasn't in the right place. There's a reason why we on the phone. I said, where are you at right now? Where's the location? Send me the location. I said, we on the way. It was in Milledgeville. You see, I ain't even in Milledgeville. I'm in Atlanta. I said, we on the way. I called up the brothers. This was, Friday? That was Friday? And we went out there? No, that was Thursday. Thursday, I called up the brothers and said, let's ride. I didn't know that each of them was like 1,200 pounds. You said each of them? Yeah, I'm only showing you one so far. I didn't know each of them was like 1,200 pounds. So when we got out there, we only had like an SUV that we thought we were going to be able to tie and put them on top of it. And the man who was there, who was the owner, right, of the land in 2004, right, whose name I won't mention, who they were trying to figure out who it was too. He bought the land in 2004, so everything on the land he was able to inherit and have, right? I wouldn't say inherit. He had the land bought from the United States Marshals, right? Cool. So I talked to the lady. I said, anybody that was coming on that type of time and they weren't supposed to have it. I said, I'm coming right now. We went out there to see it. Long story short, we couldn't lift it. And so we went back to the spot. And the man was telling us we could come back, Monday or Tuesday to get it. And in my mind, I'm thinking that's going to be too much time. They already own it, right? we couldn't leave it up to chance. So I told him, I said, I'm going to pay you extra to deliver the statues. And so earlier today, they delivered the statues. So here's Horus, the actual Horus from Tama-Re. And here is our brother Npu, Anubis, the actual Anubis from Tama-Re. The actual statue, concrete solid, the real deal. Right? So Anubis is going to be the guardian of the door, the guardian of the gate, as he is. And you might realize that Anubis is laying on the dirt area, as he would. And then over here is our brother Usir, or Osaru, Osiris. You see. And so just wanted to show you that some things like what happened today are like the hands on the clock turning. And when you get these three in one location at the same time, and they popped up out of nowhere, and everybody was trying to get their hands on them, but their heart wasn't in the right place. Let me tell you how you know. They were too busy cussing the lady out. Talk about how she don't know what she's doing. She don't know that she's upset the family of Melikai and all this other stuff. I'm talking to her. I said, who's the family of Melikai that they talking about? Because I'm on the phone with the son as we speak, telling him I'm finna go get the statues. Who is the family of Melikai that was going to be upset that she sold it to this mysterious buyer? The family wasn't upset. They was upset. But that's what the point is. Your hearts weren't in the right place. If they were, you would have just got the statues. Instead of trying to explain to some people who don't know anything about what any of this is, that they don't know anything about what it is. They already know that. But she was telling me, she sent me the messages they were sending her. I said, see, they're not, their energy isn't right. I said, so no, it was a whole war to get them here, right? And it was a whole process. There's some brothers still here. It's 9 brothers that had to come together. Am I lying? No. 9 brothers had to come together to move each of these statues. And we had to use the crane. You don't see the crane? And we had to use the crane. We had to use straps. We had to use strength. We had to use faith, gravity, physics. We had to use everything. Math, social studies, prayers. You know what I mean? The one of the statue done cut half of my little toe. One of the brothers done cut their hand. I'm like, see, we got to be careful with this. This is serious business. You know what I'm saying? This is real. But they got here. And all I was saying, all since Thursday, I'm like, just let them get here safe. Just let them get here. Let them get here. Let them get here. We'll take care of the rest of it. We have declared where I'm standing, holy land. It is done. And now it begins. It begins. So yeah, let the Nubians and the Sabaeans know I have them. I went and got them. They're here. And you want to know what's so interesting? You ain't even run off with them. You ain't even run off with them. Anybody want to say, oh, we coming to get them? Oh, okay. I'm going to watch you. I'm going to watch you try, because you ain't going nowhere with these. They here. Y'all want to see them again? This is real. I told my mama, I said, I can't wait. I said, let me wait till they get here. Well, I wasn't going to say nothing till they get here, because one thing you need to know about certain people is they sabotage. That's sabotage energy. We had to race time. She said she was about to take the listing down. This is how you know they saboteurs. You weren't even going to buy it. You were just going to put that energy there so that nobody could get it. You weren't even going to buy the statues off them. They don't know what they got. Buy them. So that you know what you got, you put them somewhere. No, they were going to sabotage it so that nobody could have it. They were going to be up in some storage room somewhere. You see that? And it's not no game. This is real. So all y'all who going to make it on March 21st, you're going to be able to see them in real time. But you ain't just going to see that. I ain't going to say too much. Because you can't say everything before it get done. Especially not in this day and time. You say that shit, motherfuckers is going to be hearing it and they going to try to stop it. You have to let me know why. Why would somebody as a grown person with sense be trying to threaten somebody into rendering over statues? Why would they be bashing and talking about Malachi ain't happy with this and the family upset? And then going back to the Sabaeans and the Nubians like they doing something great. Oh, I told them. You told them what? You told them what? Because the family here now. That's Usir. He's here. Usir is here now. Safe. On holy land. That's Harar. Horus. He's safe now. On holy land. And if you notice, the statues are facing up. Now, it ain't like we had much of a choice. You can't stand these motherfuckers up. You ain't got no choice. But they facing up. You know anything about them statues when they get to facing up? Something coming. Some coming. You see? So y'all just be ready. Let it be known. We got them. We got them. We got them. And now we're going to be on the lookout for the rest of the triads, the rest of the council. We're going to be on the lookout. Some people look at it like a regular thing, right? Somebody about, oh, it's a Facebook listing with such and such amount that's supposed to be put up here to be. But they don't look at it behind the scenes of it, behind the veil. Behind the veil is they were gatekeeping it for a certain time. And then I asked the dude, I said, why you letting them go? Because he was showing me all the stuff he had from the land. I'm like, why you letting this stuff go? And he was like, he was thinking about putting it in a museum, but he couldn't find nowhere to put them. He couldn't find no museum, nothing like that. I said, okay. Okay. I ain't going to say too much to him because I ain't want him to doubt what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all ready to know how much them folks wanted for it? Y'all ready to know how much they wanted for this? The fuss that these people made. They wanted $500. No. I'm going to say it one more time. They said $500. $500. I had to squint. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to wait for the other zero to appear. It never happened. They said they wanted $500. I make sure I get in touch. I said, you want $500? So that would have meant that all the Nubians and Sabaeans, or whoever was doing that, was making all this fuss. And it was all of y'all. And y'all couldn't come together with $500 and just get the statues? What did you think was going to come of trying to bash her into handing them over? Let me tell you what came from it. I went and got them. So now they're here. So now we have a plaque from the land with Marduk or Murdoch on it. Murdoch is here in his throne. We have Horus here. We got Anpu, Anubis here. And we got Osiris here. Osir here. Yeah, and we got a mailbox from the land also. An empty mailbox. But it's there. I said, well, how many other things we need to go get and piece together? I just got some tapes and some stuff. I think I see what y'all want me to do. I think I see. You see? Oh, yeah, that's ice from my... She landed on my toe. I said, it's worth it. You know what I mean? So we're going to fix all this up. You know what I mean? I already got my people ready and on it. They do the concrete, all that. We're going to fix this up. I just wanted to show y'all that it's real. So when I say I be working on stuff, and y'all who be just rocking with me, I say, look, I can't say what I'm doing because there's too many sabotagers out there. And it ain't just stuff like this. They sabotage everything they put their hands on. I don't even understand it. Yeah, I be trying to figure out what's stopping the motion with Dr. York. Them. It's them, y'all. It's them. They doing it with that off weird ass energy. When she telling me this, I couldn't understand. I couldn't explain. I'm like, why? Why would they do that? Do you know what nigga said? Do you know what you did? That's like taking some stuff out of Fred Hampton's apartment after they murdered him and selling it on the market. You know what I mean? You're going to get some karma. I'm like, nigga, we don't even talk like that. They said Amanuma was one of the ones who was sending the messages. I don't know that to be true. I'll look into it. But they said Amanuma was one of them. Going back and forth. Y'all don't need to spearhead anything. Move over. Move out the way. You don't know how to deal with people. You don't know how to treat people. You don't know how to handle affairs. You couldn't keep the land. You couldn't keep the buildings. You couldn't keep the schools open. Stand down. There's a new generation that can step in and get things done without all the other lip work and ego and pushing elbows. It's too much of that negative energy. He say, Ashok can get him out. Y'all don't have that. Listen, I didn't bring these statues out here by myself. All 9 of us had to work together. Am I right, y'all? All 9 of us had to work together. And I'm talking about somebody got an idea, somebody else got an idea, somebody else got an idea, somebody else got an idea. And everything was all smooth. Only time I would say step back is if you got an attitude. If you got an attitude for whatever reason. Because we dealing with sacred statues. It's not something that you just, it has to be smooth and it got to work. It's already dangerous handling it. You see? They need to stand down. All right? So no. I don't want it to get misconstrued. I said for sure. I said as soon as they touch this ground, I'm acting the ass. I'm going to let them know. Yeah, I got them. They right here with me where they need to be. You see? And we're going to make sure that this land is built right. We're going to make sure the foundation is smooth and proper and taken care of. All the while still saying, don't forget who coming home. Now, what happened when these 3 get together is portals open. You can't say I planned this because I didn't plan this. One of the brothers sent it to me and said, yo, check this out. I ain't playing it. I wouldn't even seen it if it wasn't for that brother. He did his part. Then I went straight to the brother and said, yo, this is what they want for it. Let's do it. Ain't nobody say, man, we don't, what you mean they want that? How about we need to just tell them this our stuff? Yo, man, nobody did none of that extra shit. As soon as I went to the brother and said, this is what we need to do, everybody just did it. And then I hit the brothers. I said, who in Atlanta? The brother said, we in Atlanta. All right, need you to be here at this point. Niggas was there at that point. Then we pull up. It's time to move the stuff. We just move the stuff. We figured it out. And it was an experience. My bad, y'all. Probably on the Wi-Fi. Right? Then they sold the land to a buyer in 2004. Okay? He said when he bought it, everything was up. He took photos of all of it. He gave me the permission to take photos of them photos. So I took photos of the photos. He took all that. He said it was all up still. And he moved the statues. We pulled up. He had them locked, like not literally locked up. It don't matter if they would have been locked up because you ain't just gonna move them. But it was in a huge warehouse building that you had to drive into the earth to get to. In the dark. Looked like a pyramid from the Indiana Jones movie. And we went to go get them. Couldn't get them, so they had to deliver it. I mean, something happened. Something to go down. I know something to go down. This don't happen. It ain't even really clicked for me yet until after this day's work, I'm gonna get up in the AM and I'm gonna look out here and I'm gonna see it. That's when it's really gonna click for me. Because we just went and grabbed Tama-Re and brought it here. The statues, not just the books, the CDs or the tapes, the actual statues on Deity Row. This is real. So, yeah. Like I say, I ain't gonna say everything I'm about to do. I'm just gonna do it. And I ain't gonna ask nobody for no permission, no nothing. Because when I hear to do something, I do it. I say, it said, don't wait, just go now. I went. I wanted to make sure I made contact with the people who was gonna be selling it, so that they'll know the difference between myself and who with me and whoever these people are that are claiming to be Nuwaubians. They don't move how Nuwaubians move. Or let me say it like this. They don't move how the master move. And that shit be making my brain itch. Like you got to be cuckoo out your mind to move how y'all be moving out here. She's sending me the messages. I'm confused. How did they think that was going to be a business transaction? The way you coming at this person. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to have to go in the house. I got to get my charger. You know what I mean? You threatening this lady talking about she stole it. How she stole it and she got it from the person who purchased the land. You see what I'm saying? No. If anybody stole it, the United States Marshals stole it. You see? And when they sold the land, it just happened to be on the land. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the X above my head is interesting too, because let me tell you, while we were moving the statues, I threw the planks. It was some planks that I was laying down to figure out how we were going to have them arranged. And I threw the plank. And the way the planks landed, a perfect X. X marks the spot. Well, you don't hear them birds? First thing I heard when we got up today was tweet, 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 tweet. All the birds going off. First thing I heard. I know what all this means. You see, oh, another thing. I ain't gonna be able to show y'all right now because the phone gonna cut off. Where is my charger? Let's see this shit. I might be able to show y'all if it don't cut off. It's real business. All right. Check that out. And some of the photos, too, in the frame. Tama-Re. That's Anubis, Asaro, and it's another image of Asaro. It's real. It's real. I'm going to look out here and we're going to see the statues from Tama-Re. Who they playing with. Now, let me ask you a question. From what y'all are seeing, am I walking in my purpose? Look. Who that sin right there? Who that sin right there? That's the plaque from Tama-Re. For Murderdoc. One of Malachi's images. That's the actual plaque from the actual land. You see? And that was given to me because I asked one of the brothers if I could hold it. And that brother is one of the keepers. And he was like, sure. And I'm looking at everybody, they looking at me. His wife looked at him like, and he went, got it off the wall, and gave it right to me. I said, when Pop get out, I'll bring it back. Simple. For now, he on that throne. But when Malachi get out, I'm going to give it back to you. And I'm going to give him his statues back. Them his statues. You know what I mean? Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing, for sure. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm on my purpose. I'm not playing these games with you little people. So now, I'm going to let them know and let them see. Get what? Now, they're going to try to play it right and kick it, but everybody know what's going on with them statues. Them statues were not a game. Statues used to get struck with lightning. This is what everybody was telling me, so don't act like you weren't telling me this stuff now. Them statues used to get struck with lightning. Them statues used to watch you when you walk past. You know what I'm saying? They was saying all kind of stuff. It came alive at night. You know what I mean? All kind of things they were saying about them statues. Okay. Don't try to act like they're not what they are now, that they done made it home. Don't try to act like that. You see? They had them folks in a warehouse, tucked away in a corner. Now they're going to get their sunlight and exposure and placement and loved on and being around, you know what I mean? And taken care of and patched up. And yeah. I can't wait till he get out. I can't wait. And they make my statues. I can't wait till he get out. Because what y'all been doing, bro? Y'all on some other stuff. I have to show y'all the messages she was sending me that you folks was sending her. What family did y'all lie to her and say is very disappointed? Nobody was disappointed. And then it's like, y'all didn't want it. If you wanted it, why didn't you just buy it? It was only $500. If you yourself didn't have $500, then why didn't y'all come together and pay $500? And then just go get the statues. That's why I be saying they sabotage everything. Anything that's moving. I was talking to one of the elder sisters. I said, yo, I'm working with the brothers. You know what I mean? We locking in the doctrine, studying. We're doing our exercise, working, We're getting ourselves in supreme shape. I want to involve the Sabaean brothers. What do you think about that? She said, don't do that. She's a Sabaean. But she's an elder, and she said, don't do that. I said, you don't think it'd be a good idea to involve the Sabaean brothers? She was like, no. She said, all they're going to do is get in what you're doing and mess it up. And she's a Sabaean. One of the ones that's sitting at the top. And she said, you keep doing what you're doing. You move how the master move. She said, they don't move like that. This coming from an elder. And I just had to, and then I went and tested the theory because I got on one of the calls. And I was trying to talk and ask questions about what was happening for that date that was coming up. And I was the only one who was told I couldn't ask doctrine questions right then. You know, I didn't ask a doctrine question. I asked something about what Pop said. I said, I asked a real life question. They said, doctrine is real life. Nigga, you? No, the fuck is not. It's not real life for you. How is Abraham real life for you? We learned about Abraham in the doctrine. You don't know what monatomic gold is. Monoatomic is a word that sounds fancy to you. You can't even explain it. What are you talking about? The doctrine is real life. Not for you. None of this stuff that you've been learning, the Riskians are not real life for you. You see what I'm saying? Planet Risk and the 19th galaxy of Ilion is not real life for you. You ain't went nowhere. You still where you at. No, I asked a real life question about something he said. Trying to see whether or not you niggas knew if he said it. That's all. I didn't try to sound like I was smart, intelligent, above nobody. All I asked was, does anybody know about Pop speaking about this particular date? Well, we don't really want to ask doctrine questions right now, but if you want. It took everything in me. It took everything in me to remain somewhat respectful. Because who do y'all think y'all handling? First of all, some of y'all just brand new to this. We don't even know where y'all came from. Coming in here acting like y'all got a position. You see what I'm saying? I don't trust nobody with a position, second of all, because a lot of the people who got positions was the devils. He kept his enemies closer. So I don't trust nobody just because you say you this, you that. They don't have nothing to do with, I'm looking right at you and what you do and how you move. And whether or not you're a representation of he in the way that you actually move and do things. Because if you close like that and you're a saboteur, you're an agent. And he keeping you close because what else was there to do? You were sent. And it seemed like everybody that's around him is like holding frame so that you can't get him out. And you be thinking they the ones that's about to help get him out. No, their thing is to make sure he don't get out. So they have to look like counterintelligence program. Don't tell me shit. It's been 23 years. You can't tell me shit. Because then I done went around the block and talked to everybody. It don't matter who it is. But he said this. So they going to say he didn't say that? He said family means nothing to them. Wife means nothing to them. A friend means nothing to them. A son means nothing to them. A daughter means nothing. It's what he said. So I'm like, huh. And I went around and just said, oh, he right. You have to understand, like, some of this stuff I'll be able to say more soon. You have to understand what would be the purpose of sabotaging getting him out. That don't make sense. We get right there and people start sabotaging this shit. That don't add up unless unless you sent to do that. So then the family is like, where we need to send our money to? Sending money to people who don't even want them out. They just gonna make their money. They getting paid to block. And we've been paying them since I was little. The end. So they here. I have to give thanks. I got to give thanks that they arrived safe. I got to give thanks for the brothers who came through to aid and assist with this. I didn't do this by myself. I got to give thanks to the brother who came through and told me that they had it as a listing. I got to give thanks to all the brothers who put in to make sure that we can go get the statues. I got to give thanks to the people who put the statues up, the sister that was handling it, because she dealt with love. The brother that was handling it, he dealt with love. It was all love. Even though they weren't coming from what we coming from, and they not us, they still dealt with it with love and help and patience. We weren't being rushed and go ahead and do this. They took their time to help us make sure they got back there. They came and delivered it to us. Now, granted, we paid extra because I don't give a fuck about the money. Get these statues here. So while these people crying and doing all this other stuff and they only put it up for $500, I said, I'll pay you $1,000 to just deliver it. You see what I'm saying? Plus the $500 that you want for it. They didn't hesitate. They said, we'll be there Sunday. It's Sunday, they be here. And now they there. So I was excited to show y'all that, but I couldn't tell y'all until it got here. That's how deep it is, y'all. Because I would have fucked around and told y'all beforehand, and they would have did something. Especially when they would have found out it was me that got them. They would have did something, y'all. They would have did something. Amanuma was the one where when I disappeared and went off the scene, he went on YouTube and was like, I just saw phase 1. He was riding around in this color car. He was over here on this side of the... That's agent behavior. Why not reach out and say, yo, Phase, you good? Are you on a run? Do we need to put you somewhere? You know what I'm saying? Are you safe? No, you don't know what the fuck I done disappeared for. But the nigga ran to the internet, telling my whole location and told them folks to check the cameras and get the private. He said, all y'all private investigators, go check the cameras, make sure that was him. You a Nuwaubian? You family? It's a million other elders you could have got in touch with to figure out what the fuck was going on. But because you was so quick to rush to the internet and say that, I know what side you're working. So because you wanted to do that, I put his ass on my album. Watch the game. The sabotaging, all that's over with. You can't ask these people permission. You can't be looking at who got this seat, who got this position. All that's fake. Nuwaubians, stand up. You got your own brain. Use it. That's what Nuwaubu shows you how to do. Get things done. And those of that higher degree, do without doing. But never bow down to these mortals, because what fools these mortals be. Don't ever bow down to them or wait for them to figure it out. If we wait for them to figure it out, it's never going to happen. We've been waiting on them to figure out when we was just going to get some land and build on it. We've been waiting on them to figure out when they're going to open the schools up so the children out here in public school. We've been waiting on them to figure out when they're going to stop arguing over the language. We've been waiting on them to figure out when they're going to start living the doctrine to stop making us look like we handicapped out here. We've been waiting on them to figure out to stop acting like you masters. If you ain't masters of shit, don't go out and teach it. We don't misrepresentation of what Nuwaubu is got them folks out here thinking that they own our level. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So, okay, if I had to be the face of Nuwaubu for these people to realize what Malachi brought, I'll do that. So they can understand what he brought. He didn't bring confusion. He didn't bring chaos and dissension and all this extra stuff these folk got going on. And I love my family. My family. So some people might be family and I'm bump their head. A lot of these people are not family. You're not family because you look like me. You're not family because you say Rahubat. Anybody could say that. You know what I mean? If they use the nigga William O'Neill to infiltrate the movement of the Black Panthers and get in and do whatever they had to do, you don't think he had to learn the ways of the Black Panthers and study and become studious and be all this other stuff? Anybody could say Rahubat. Your actions show it. Anybody could say Ashuk. Do your actions show that? If not, then you just talking and faking the funk. So we got them statues, y'all. I'm going to say it one more time. Those statues out there are the statues that were on Tama-Re. It's real. I don't have all the answers to explain how this stuff be happening. It just be happening. And then I figure stuff out. Then I figure some more stuff out. I figure some more stuff out. And I figure some more stuff out. Figure some more stuff out. I say, okay. Then I think I see what y'all want me to do. What I feel about World War III is fake. Act on it right. Proud of you, bro. Proud of you. That World War III shit fake. They do that shit every Tuesday. Y'all be forgetting because y'all strung along by current events. Y'all was just talking about Epstein. Then we talking about T.I. and 50 Cent. Now we talking about World War III. Tomorrow gonna be who had a baby by who. Next day gonna be who gonna let what car go for what amount. You know what I mean? Next day is gonna be who done got into a fight in a bar. You know what I'm saying? Then the next day is gonna be gas prices. Man, I don't get strung along by current events. I just showed you a current event. This is real. This is happening in real time. You know what I mean? All that World War III stuff. Nigga, all right, when they get the bomb and shit over here, what you gonna do? If that's the prerogative of whoever, Russia, all that sending threats, nigga, why is you doing all that? You know what I'm saying? They've been threatening each other since 1973. What you doing? No, if you gonna do that shit, nigga, do that shit. What I'm gonna be able to do? If they hit you and you in the detonation zone, that's it. The end. What do I need to think about World War III? If they bomb this motherfucker, it's over for whoever in them detonation zones and whoever don't have some type of shelter to survive a fallout, it's over for them. Radiation gonna get rid of them. What else can you do? What? You in the military? You gonna help them fight? I don't have an opinion about World War III. I don't need one. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. What I'll say is, if you think it's gonna happen, get prepared for it. Maybe you need to move out the city. I mean, if I check in on you, you don't need to be living nowhere in the inner city, do you? You need to be living in the mountainous areas where you will be less apt to be bombed because there's less population. Other than that, there's nothing you're going to be able to do about World War III. And the weapons that they had in 1945, they don't have these weapons, those weapons anymore. These are far more advanced, far more deadly. They ain't even show people what they got. That's why they be doing all that little hush-hush shit. When Putin be saying shit like, Trump, stay out of it. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. Man, them niggas got all kind of weapons now that we ain't seen. And nothing I can do. I don't have to worry about that, though. Because there will be wars and rumors of wars. But I'm not supposed to worry because the end is not yet. Ain't that in the books? Don't worry. Don't be troubled. See to it that ye are not troubled. I'm not troubled. I'm of the elect. What I need to be worried about? What I need to panic about? We're going to ball y'all up. Hurry up. I don't have time. You going to do it now or when? Let me know. Tuesday? Okay, cool. I'll see you Tuesday. Bomb us then. Y'all scared? I'm not afraid. If that's what they're going to do it. Just pray it don't happen in the winter. Simple. If it happens in the winter, what can you do? You see? So when this blows over and ain't nobody talking about it in the next week, then what you want me to say? No, let's talk about it again. They've been talking about World War III since before the Twin Towers got hit. I grew up hearing them talking about World War III. They're in World War III. Everybody just think World War III means everybody just start bombing and shooting. The legislation, all that stuff be happening too. They be changing shit, cutting people out of deals, fighting over people's, When it's real, it's real. Right now, it's not real. So there's no reason for me to feel nothing. Make sense? Okay. I'm focused on what we just did. That's a big move. That means more to me than whether or not something gonna fall out the sky. Fall. You know what I'm saying? What I'm supposed to do? Let me talk about World War III since World War II. Exactly. I wouldn't tell you to fast on meds. I'll tell you to ask your doctors about that. If you have doctors that supply you or prescribe you with medicine, anything dealing with fasting, you need to talk to them about, so they can advise you. World War III started in 2020. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't got nothing to do with it. We're in a war. I'm dealing with a war. I'm dealing with my own war. Them big niggas up there, oh, it's really little. Them country leaders and presidents and all that extra politics shit, that's they shit. Don't have nothing to do with me. We're dealing with a war already. My general was captured. You see what I'm saying? Our land was stolen. I'm just now starting to be able to piece certain things back. It's like we dealing with a war already. Ain't worry about what they do. Let them, if they want to do that, do that. FaZe, you're going to be wrapped up in it too. So what? So what? What I'm going to do? So what? I ain't scared. They can do it right now. Boom. If I see a sign open up, I know what happened. Oh, there goes a nuke. I know what nukes are. Y'all know what nukes are, but we ain't even seen the shit they got now, so ain't no telling what that shit gonna look like, sound like, none of that, if it happened. But they definitely gonna hit the inner cities. Atlanta, New York, all that. They'll probably hit New York first. All the big cities, they gonna wipe them out. They want to devastate infrastructure, devastate population, because that wounds the enemy. It's like if I blow up, I probably shouldn't be saying this. Hypothetically, if they, you know what I'm saying, nuke New York, then that's like stabbing somebody in their stomach. You see? They wouldn't just drop or hit, you know what I'm saying, hit no rural area. That'd be like stepping on the toe of somebody. They ain't gonna do shit. It might hurt a little bit, but they gonna want to go for them heart, jugular, organ areas. New York, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia, all the capital areas, they're going to hit them. Or they'll probably hit the pipelines. They hit them pipelines, they're going to come inflamed and spread all throughout your shit. They'll ignite the whole continent. Then them safe zones ain't going to be too safe. But I don't have nothing, I can't worry about that. What I'm going to do? Call Putin and tell him to chill? Chill. Chill, Putin. What I'm going to do? Call Trump, tell him to back down? Chill, Trump, back down. I don't have nothing to do with the white folk fighting. Nothing to do with that. I can't worry about that. And you shouldn't worry about it either. It ain't going to change nothing. You want to do something about it? Get out the cities if it matters to you. That's all you're going to be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't notice that? Every Tuesday, it's about, okay, now we're going to World War III. Okay, now it's Epstein file. Okay, now it's every 3 days they do some new shit. You don't care as much as you think you care. It's just relevant right now. I ain't dropped the Wells song yet. I don't know when. To be word is not to be a believer of the prophecy. I understand what you mean. How is this all not stressful? I don't know how to explain it to you. You see that green light back there? Maybe that's why. That's what I exist in. I can't even worry about that extra shit. You know what I mean? I wouldn't tell you. I don't know. How? Maybe. I don't know. Good question. How is it not stressful? I don't know. I'm just not stressed. I can't be worried about World War III or nothing they doing. I don't believe in the games or politics. You see it on TV. Guess what it's called? Television. It's television. Let me tell you how you know it's television, but I ain't gonna be able to say too much. You ever notice that before one of the buildings get nuked, somebody always recording that space? You ever notice that? That before something get hit, there's always a camera conveniently pointed at it on somebody's phone. And then boom, it's like, oh my God, oh no. How you knew that? How you knew? How you recording 2 minutes before the shit hit the building? You ever notice that? You ever notice that even when them little shh, all that shit be happening, you always see the glow in the distance. I'm like, And then they report a death toll. Man, that shit TV. It's TV. When you be seeing them shit, it's always somebody recording it. before it happened. And then boom. I'm like, nobody knows how to edit it. Right? Like, you're not familiar with cameras and videography? They always got, they record, how you record missiles better than niggas be recording fights, and they be right up on the fight. Niggas be ready to know where the missile going before the shit fire. And then that's, somebody holding it. Oh my gosh! And you still recording. Think about what I'm telling you. God, I can't say too much. It's TV to me. How about that? You see some shit. You see missiles. It done fell across the parking lot. And you like, wow, that's crazy. Whoa, what? How you know the next one ain't coming where you at? So tell me why the fuck would I still be out there recording that shit like fireworks? Not knowing where the fuck the shit gonna hit, right? It's TV. It's TV. And then they be like, it's Trump. Trump ain't out there doing nothing. What are you talking about? You just want to make people hate Trump again. So you going to use World War III because you couldn't lock him up? The Epstein files didn't work, so they got to say World War III. It's like, bro, that's politics. They tried to get Trump fucked up with the Epstein file. They went through 3 million pages. They were like, see his name. Trump shrugged. Now they mad. They're like, well, he about to start World War III. Y'all already said that last year. You did that already. He didn't do it. He didn't start it. They always blowing stuff up. What are you talking about? It's the military. Are we confused? Real and funny at the same time. Truth is funny. The truth is hilarious. Some of the events are staged. All that shit's staged. If it's on television, it's TV. If it's on television. Look at the name, Tel Aviv. I'm like, I see that. I see you. Tel Aviv, television. It's Tel Aviv, TV. Every time we turn around, there's another war. And a rumor of a war. Did you hear about the war? Can't be that relevant if I'm just hearing about it. When World War III happened, you ain't finna go on the internet and look and see what they doing next. Talking about some, you know what I'm saying? World War III happened, you gonna be doing like this. Most of y'all. That's what people gonna be doing. They don't be running their mouth, they gonna be running their feet. You ain't gonna be sitting in the house and some, oh, that's crazy. It's not World War III, nigga. Not what y'all trying to say it is. When you hear them siren go off. When you hear that long ass siren. Yep. They probably too late. That when it be like, you got about 30 seconds. When you hear that, then you can talk to me. Faith, what do you think about it? I think you need to get the cover. And pray you ain't in a detonation zone because your cover ain't going to do shit. You talking about opening up a sun. It eats the earth. It eats all kind of shit. Yeah. What you want me to do? You want me to turn on the news? That shit gonna sound like music to my ears. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Thanks, did you hear? I did. I ain't worried about no war. I look at stuff realistically. Realistically, you bitches is fighting over survival. That's all. You just animals with technology. That's regular shit. You gonna either fight, somebody gonna get the territory, or y'all gonna destroy each other. And nobody get it. And then the smart people take it. Simple. We watch y'all kill each other. And then we just, okay. The Meek. We're Meek. I'm Meek. Where Meek at? Right here. Okay, you can have the earth. Thank you. We'll just go get the earth. Like when they were fighting over the statues, I just said, she said, where Meek at? I'm Meek. You can have the statue. Okay. We let you idiots fight over stupid shit. And we just get stuff done. How do you feel about the prison system? I don't feel no way about the prison system. I think, how about this? I'll tell you what I think about the prison system. It's based on fear and falsified regulation. You got to appear like you got shit under control. Prison don't keep people in prison. People do. You ain't gonna lock no nigga up and say, sit here, and then walk out and he just stay there. No. Niggas don't get out of prison because they know they'll get sniped for running. Other than that, it's fake. All this shit fake. How you gonna lock somebody up for kicking in a door and take 20 years of their life? It's fake. Prison system fake. All this shit fake. Politics fake. Black, all that, white, all that extra shit they be throwing in the race stuff. Politics, fake. Pro-black is fake. All the NAACP is fake. Black history is fake. All this stuff is a game. It's a scam. The real shit they don't want to talk about. World War III won't happen. I don't know if it'll happen. I just know it don't have nothing to do with me. What I'm fighting about? Well, they can do that to you too. They can boom you too. They gonna just do that. Just do that then. Don't tell me about it. Just let me know when you about to do it. Yeah. Do you think natural disasters are going to happen very soon? They're happening now. Research them. It just don't be hitting the news like mainstream. Always, natural disasters are always taking place. All over the planet. Y'all how big this planet is? Now, with these statues being here, I do think it's going to be some storms. This is what I think. I could be wrong. It's not hard to keep things simple. Just keep it simple. All right, y'all. I just want to come on here and show y'all that. So for those of y'all who got y'all ticket to the show, I ain't know it was going to take that long to get these statues off. So that's the only reason why we ain't go ahead and just do it. So we'll do it tomorrow. But you'll still be able to see it. Because we recorded it. How you going to help the people that believe what you believe? What do you mean by that? It's too late to get a ticket? No, it ain't too late unless you see. If it ain't on my story, it probably is. I had a dream of thousands of tornadoes and a girl I spoke to today said she had dreams recently. Yeah, it could be some storms on the way. Stay safe. I will. Thank you for that. I'll send the links tomorrow. So y'all be able to see it. And I got photos too. The process of how we did all this. I don't remember what I said for the ticket. I think $10. All right, you be easy as well. Let me see. Do I got any of these photos? They wanted a photo. Ooh, Ferg going to go get him. They huge. They were the photo everybody seen for the listing. I'll show y'all that. So when I looked at that, I said, oh, they ain't that bad. I said, they ain't that big. Because I thought that little shit that's over there by Anubis, I thought that was like a little step to a little door. I'm like, okay, that's cool. We probably like two people, one person grab one side. Nope. It took 9 of us to move each of them. 9 of us to move Horus, 9 of us to move Anubis, and 9 of us to move, what's the other one? Asari. You good? Oh, wait. Yep. I can't wait to show Mel, too. Oh, wait. I can see the power in the statue. Taiwu. It is power. 999. Boy. Was that from what the police confiscated? Nope. Turns out they didn't confiscate this. When they sold the land, the man on it had it. The man that had the land, who bought the land from the United States Marshals, he had it. And he looked after him. He said he wanted to put him in a museum, but I asked him, I said, why you letting him go? He's like, well, I ain't have no place to put him. I was going to put him in a museum, but I can't think of where I was going to put him at. I was like, yo, this is amazing. Tawat. Nigga got a Powerade. I said Gatorade. I said it 3 times. You knew you were going to do that. I said, don't get the Powerade. Don't get the Powerade. I said it 3 times. And then looked me in my eyes. I said, I got you. And then you went and got the Powerade. What did I ever do to him? Things moving. Whoever said that, you on point. See the center? You on point. Exactly. And she said, watch this. The lady said, I had them up there for, what'd she say? For a few months. Said nobody said anything. She said, and then in this past week, everybody's been hitting me about them. I wasn't playing about that. I said, oh no, they hard ain't in the right place. You talking to the right person. And then she was telling me what all they was saying. I'm like, oh yeah, they ain't got the right energy. But I stayed on her about it. I said, do not sell them. I'm coming to Milledgeville right now. Do not let them go. No, I wasn't Ty, one of my brothers. I told her that, man, don't get me no Powerade. That shit nasty. Yeah, I got him. So, let's talk about the end. All right, any questions before I get out of here? They ain't ready to do that with me. You can do that with her because she, you know what I mean? All that threatening, all that. Hey. Can't do that with me. Tell me the family upset that I got the statue. So I can call the family and ask them. Like, yo, you mad? No, I'm not mad, bro. Why would I be mad? So why they saying you mad? Why they saying y'all mad I got the statue? They ain't gonna say that to me. They tried to say that to her. But that was only to discourage her. And she told me she was gonna take the listing down because of the things they were saying to her. You know what I'm saying? Where was that? Let me see if I got the actual listing. And he left a bad review. I was just doing, I almost said something. So I'm saying, this was the listing. It was for $500. All they wanted was $500, y'all. Any people was out there bashing and threatening them and attacking them. I'm like, yo, that's stupid. Okay, let me go on and move through here. How much you want? $5? Okay, I got you. How about this? I'll pay you $1,500. Deliver it. And they delivered it. They good in my book. And the man helped. He ain't just deliver it and then sit in his car while we struggled. He helped. Helped us figure it out, all that. And we got him in the land. Have you sent the links to those who... Oh, no, I'm going to have to post it on my story. It took us longer for me to unload the statues. And so we're going to have to do the actual group or live tomorrow. You see? But y'all gonna have access to a lot of stuff in that group. A lot of stuff you're gonna be able to have for yourself. You know what I mean? Is the AEO app still active? I don't know. From what I took, man, listen, can't nobody beat AEO if he ain't out here. That's what I was seeing it as. He had to walk you through AEO. All that, send $150 and what, man. That's not how it go. AEO, he said he was lining up so that he could find the true psychics. You didn't just become AEO because you like how Egyptian names sound. He said he was looking for the psychics. You see? All right, I'm doing what I can do. I'm doing my part. Shout out to all the brothers. What else about to happen is all y'all brothers who out there who may want to get involved in what we about to do. I ain't gonna say too much. I'm showing y'all why we can't say nothing. You see, you be like, you for real? I'm trying to show you something. I don't even know if I got the message. I have to show you the message. Let me see if I can screenshot his message real quick. Cause y'all think I just be saying stuff. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all what we dealing with. All right, y'all can hear me. I done went and got the image. All right. So there's the image where the lady, I'm talking to the lady. You see what I say the lady name as, right? Search and rescue. You see? Cause that was the mission. They would one of the dudes sent the girl or the lady that was over making sure that the statues got to whoever they were gonna get to. All of that land and everything on it was stolen from the Yorks. You selling this has extremely upset the family of Dr. Melchizedek York, who might have had some controversial beliefs, but did not do the crimes that he was accused of. What you did is like stealing indigenous people's land and selling it to the highest bidder. Also, like if you took objects from Fred Hampton's apartment after the U.S. government murdered him and sold them for profit. It's absolutely sick and extreme colonizer behavior. I'm not sure how you can live with yourself after doing this, but your karma will eventually come back around to you. You want to know what's interesting? This same message they sent that lady, they need to send to themselves. This same message that they sent to her, they need to be sending to themselves. This lady don't have anything. It's a younger lady. She don't have anything to do with what happened 2002. She don't have anything to do with land being bought. It's an elder dude that bought the land in 2004 from the U.S. Marshals. She don't have anything to do with that. You see, she's an associate of his. So she was over the listing to make sure that it worked however it needed to work. Why are you sending her all this? All of that. Let me see if I can find the message I sent. Oh. Hold on. All right, y'all still there? I'm going to show you the message I sent her. Boom. Simple. Deal with the message I sent. Greetings. Reaching out to purchase the 3 historical statues. Hello. I'll call you back shortly. Thank you so much. Please don't sell them. I have the money to purchase them. Simple. Simple. Not no, do you know who we are? Do you know how his family feels? Have you heard of Fred Hampton? It's like It's like taking stuff out of Fred Hampton's building after the government killed him, and you gonna sell it. You a colonizer. That's colonizer behavior, and you gonna get some karma. No, just greetings. Reaching out to purchase the 3 historical statues. Please don't sell them. LOL. I have the money to purchase them. Simple. Simple. But no, this is what they did. All that. She sent me the message they sent me. They sent to her. She texted me the message. And she called me, said, these are the types of messages I've been getting. And she was telling them to get on the phone call. They didn't want to get on the phone call. She was like, she didn't understand her words. She said, I don't understand why, if you really are interested in you're a buyer, why wouldn't you want to do a phone call with all the crazy stuff happening on the internet these days? Why wouldn't you want to make sure that everything is right? I'm like, that's you assuming everybody has their head on straight. Some people off they rocker. No, it didn't take all of that. What you mean karma? Karma gonna come back around to you. Man, listen. The land was purchased in 2004. Right? The government sold it. She don't have nothing to do with that. What karma are you talking about? That's not how this goes. I'm going to show you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show you how this goes. I'm going to show you how this goes. That's not how this goes. You don't. Karma ain't going to be a worry when you moving in divine order. She was moving in divine order. The dude was moving in divine order. And I watch how people move. They handled it like how New Wabians were, and they ain't even us. You get what I'm saying? The way they handled this, and she came with the dude and made sure. Beautiful people. Made sure that it got handled. So I said, look, I'll be able to talk to you more and explain it to you in person. When she got here, I told her who I was, showed her who I was, showed her who I'm in touch with and who I communicate with, showed her the person that I called about this. I'm like, so whoever they trying to tell you is family and is not happy about this, they're lying. They lying. They just saying shit. And then you don't even know who the buyer is. It's a New Wabian. Did you know that? But you ain't trying to buy it. That's all I'm saying, y'all. So they be sabotaging. So my point to you is, for all you brothers that are out there who may want to be a part of what we are about to do, what I can say to you is make sure you're paying attention to my story and my page for the next 7 to 9 days. Why? Because we got a lot of brothers that are already on board to make certain things move. But there's some people that's been around that they just been holding space. They don't speak. They don't, engage. They don't interact. They don't help and aid and assist with certain. They just be bodies. They're not going to be able to be around for these next stages. You see that? So then the doors may open again. Right? Because we got 100 men, literally 100 men, about 103 to be exact. We got 100 men that are able to make certain things move. Even if they can't arrive, we're making things move. But ain't nobody going to be just sitting around holding space. So if you see them doors open and you want to get involved, just get involved when it happens. Other than that, for everybody that is listening, I won't be telling you what I'm doing. When it gets done, I'll be showing you. You see? And it's going to have to be quick because we're running out of time. But when you get it, if you realize how I even had them statues arranged out there, you can kind of envision what's about to happen. You see? But I ain't going to be able to show you. I ain't going to be able to tell you until certain things get done. Then I'll be able to show you. All right? Any questions? Yeah, it ain't no problem. That's what I'm saying. Just pay attention. You ain't fail. You here. How you fail? Just pay attention. And then when it's time, because it took 9 of us to do this. You hear me? It took 9 brothers to do this. Remember the brothers, all y'all who showed up and were able to be around for, what was it, my birthday of last year, the solar return. Remember how we were running through the house and running around the building and, you know what I mean? And we were silent. Okay. Things are shifting and moving. You ain't fail if you still here. Just when it's time, just help. Everybody did their part. You with me? Everybody did their part. I didn't do this by myself. Everybody did their part. The sisters made sure we had the liquid, the waters. You know what I'm saying? He was getting what do you call it? First aid kits if you cut your hand or, you know what I'm saying, cut your toe. You know what I mean? We handled it. And we got them here. So something about to happen. I already know. I have no doubt in my brain something about to happen. And the clock is just you know what I'm saying? Watch. But I got to get off here because I got to take these photos. And I got to let the family know it is done. Cut all the arguing and fussing about where they at and all that. Nope. I have them. They're good. Simple. And now it's time to make moves. Simple. We about to be making visits. We about to be going to temples. We got to figure this out because y'all trying to stall him out. I know what y'all are doing. Y'all trying to stall the master out. I don't know who all it is, but I got a good idea. And that's all I need. Y'all trying to stall him out. That's sick though, because it's like, that means y'all been trying to stall him out since I was 3. And he been fighting. And he ain't by himself. That's all I wanted to be clear. He ain't alone. You ain't alone, Pops. I see what they doing. I see what they've been trying to do. You got brothers on the ground now. We putting in footwork. 9 of us. All I did was ask who could come to Atlanta or who was in Atlanta. They only had a day to prepare. They show up. And it just so happened to be 9 of us. Well, actually, I think it might have been 10 of us. Because Ty was like floating around before we started. So I was like, I think I might have counted 9. And then we had to count and add Ty. But the point is, it didn't take a lot of us to do that. We just had to be on one accord. And we were. So, brothers, we got to make stuff happen. Just how I told y'all, like when we needed to get stuff done and we got the, you know what I'm saying, location for the January 1st thing. And I told you, I said, remember this when you see the sisters able to be in the comfort and cooking and smiling and laughing and they're protected and they don't feel like, you know what I mean, they would be vulnerable or exposed to anything negative because of your presence and because of the work you put in. And then we got there and you saw that. I said, remember I told y'all that? And all y'all looked and saw. I said, didn't I tell you that's how it'll be? It's because of y'all. When we out and moving in public, the sisters are able to be protected. You see, y'all are setting examples or rising examples for people to look up to for getting things done. And as opposed to just trying to kick esoterics on the internet, you're going to be a part of something huge. But we only got a limited amount of time. You see? That's why I say we got to get certain things done by this point, this point, this point. We in X-ray. X marks the spot. X-ray. Everything I said on the decline, the time on decline, and on the time on decline sheet that I wrote for my notes, there was someone that I spoke about called Asaru, Usir, right? And in the time on decline, I might have spoken about Asaru too. And also on the time on decline note sheet, I wrote down Haru. Haru will be your advocate. Haru is here and Asaru is here. I had wrote it down on the notes. I probably never even said it other than the Asaru part. But I wrote it down on the notes for that class. We never even got to the notes because we didn't have to. Every question that people was asking or the people were asking was based on what I had already written to speak about. You see? So they're here now, y'all. They're here. We got a big vase, what do they call it, a vault, mailbox looking thing from the land. We got the 3 statues from the land. We got one of the plaque. We got pictures and photos. And the man showed me the photo album. He said somebody stole another one of them. Had like 500 photos in it. But he showed me another photo album in person. He like, I can't get this one to you though. But he let me take photos out of it. Like meaning to take the pictures of the pictures. I have every sign that I need to know I'm not doing the wrong thing. They be trying to convince you losing your mind or you ain't in alignment. No, I'm being shown over and over and over again that God is with me. God is with me. And when God is with you, who can stand against you? You with me? Some people understand what I'm saying. Some people may not. Don't worry, you're going to be able to see what I'm saying. Because now we in that year, right? We in that year, 2026, which is 6026, according to Dr. Malachi York, 626, and that's Lilo and Stitch, prisoner, that was 626, that came in on a green meteorite. Go watch the movie again. I just watched it again recently. Well, I watched some of it and I'm going to sleep. But still, just watched it. What was it, yesterday? Or the day before yesterday? 62.6 is also a color, opal green, right? It's a whole nother conversation. So watch that movie again. In the movie, remember what they said, Ohana means family. Family means nobody get left behind. Remember that? Okay, cool. Check this out. The Sister Sunday was approached by a lady and said, yo, I think you dropped your keys. Right? She said, go see them. They out there by the mailbox. So she goes, and the keys that they talking about was a key that had like a green key. It had the word Ohana on it, and it was Stitch. Right? I'm going to ask her to bring me the keys so that y'all can see them and see I ain't just saying that. But who remember when I was talking about Stitch and 626 for this year? The key was walked right to us as a confirmation, as they call it, or profirmation. Ohana means family. Family means nobody gets left behind. So all y'all talking about y'all leaving the planet and going here, use a motherfucking lie. Because family means nobody gets left behind. That means you wouldn't have left Tefnut on the land if y'all said y'all went and got them statues. You wouldn't have left Tefnut. You wouldn't have left Yeshua. Because family means nobody gets left behind. So if family means nobody get left behind, how y'all think y'all gonna leave Baba behind? The father. Pops. How you think you gonna leave the master behind? That's family. How you think you gonna run ahead of him? You must have heard me. You should be supremely on point. Tell what? I might be able to show y'all now. Cause she ain't got it. Hold on. Okay, you can come get it, because you know I'll probably be on Saturday somewhere. There go the Stitch. And there's the Ohana. Where's that? Ohana means family. And where the green key at? Here go the green key. I don't be lying, y'all. Tell that. I should. You know what I'm saying? And that was another receipt. So this shit is real. They walked that right to her. That was a sign. You see? Okay. So let's talk about the end. We got to get this stuff done before his birthday. Last year, on his birthday, that's when that green light came through at 12 a.m., which is the exact time he was birthed, according to he. The green light was not just witnessed by myself. The receipts are, not only did I record the live, I recorded what took place after the live, and we had two women who witnessed it. meaning the actual green light in the sky, just like my dad said was going to happen when I was asking him about the green light just 2 hours before it happened. You see? And then the green light went out and boomed, and the lights in the neighborhood went out. I wasn't able to record that. I wish I would have been able to record that. But you want to know what I think? I don't think I would have been able to record that, which is why I couldn't have recorded that. You know what I mean? You was only able to see the part with the lightning flashing over and over and over and over again. Oh, y'all, it's about to heat up. It's going to be a lot of electromagnetic activity, static electricity activity, geostorm activity, all kind of shit. Because I know, like, you can feel it. We moving through something. So we got to get this stuff done. So, brothers, when it's time to move, y'all got to be ready to move. Right? Y'all already know what we do, how we handle stuff. Handle it was why I say, whatever you got going on, and I just heard a ringing in my ear. That's crazy. It was a quick one. Whatever you got going on in your life, handle stuff going on in your life, because when we come together and handle stuff, you know it's for something huge. Just be ready. Just be ready. All right, I think that's it. Any more questions? It is all lining up. Any questions before we get out? Is SBI still open? What you mean is it still open? Like, did I shut it down? Same here. I heard the ringing. Yeah, I just heard it. On the return of the statues. Thank you for that, Tawad. What about the archons? What about the archons? Same question I had about the SBI. If you in SBI, I know you see SBI still moving. I was just letting people be put on point beforehand so there ain't no shocker if I done already given people opportunity to say that they're still present. I didn't ask nobody to do anything but say they're still present. That's it. That's all, to make sure that you still see that we're in motion. Do people think I'm trying to form like a Boy Scout club for us to talk about life? This is serious business. This ain't small. So shout out to the brothers who showed up today. And shout out to the brothers who show up in any way, at any given time. And shout out to the brothers showing up for themselves, doing their daily, standing on what they got to stand on. You only got a certain amount of time. In the meantime, just watch what I do. You know what I'm saying? Watch what I do. You got to watch and be ready. And all of y'all, you don't have to be SBI. I don't care. Listen, if I say, look, we need $1,000, let's just get the $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might do a fundraiser first, but if I say, because I might break it down into increments to get certain things done, right? Listen to what I'm saying so we'll know when it's time. No one person got to shoulder anything. That's not how Rome was built, right? Okay, so if I say, y'all, we need to get 1,000, right? Let's get 1,000, let's get it handled, and then let's go ahead. You don't even got to take no long time. Let's just go ahead, get the 1,000, let's go ahead. All right, y'all, we need another 1,000, another 1,500, whatever. We don't got to take too long to just handle that. Go handle that, and we get it done. I'm talking about everybody, not SBI. And then eventually I'll be able to show you. So how many things do I need to show you for you to see I'm for real? I'm serious about this. This is serious. This is serious business. It's not the small thing. It's not the joke. It's the real deal. You see? So everybody, if you want to help, pay attention when I do fundraising or anything like that. And just do what you can. Whatever's comfortable to make certain things move. That's not just about in the past. I'm talking about from now on, moving forward, there's going to be a lot of big moves happening, and I may come to y'all for help. You see? And when I do, just help in whatever way you can. Eventually, you'll see what I'm doing. Eventually. But you can't tell people what you're doing because the motherfucker, they really like that. They in here now. You hear me? They in here now. Not the government. Let's get that clear. I don't want no spooky this, that. Listen, it's agents in our community that's in here now. They don't never support nothing moving. They always got something negative to say when things are happening for the master. They see us booming, going viral, big artists popping out, doing numbers in the name of Dr. Melakazi York. They see it. They still act like they don't see it. Still only got disagreeable. One of the sisters teaching the language, they got all disagreeable things to say about it. Nothing agreeable. You see? So, yeah, man, we got to do the work. We have to do it. You see? We got to do it. Can't leave it in these four hands, y'all. And any elders who may be in here who were Nuwaubians and family from back in the day, it's not over, y'all. I can't tell you that. I know it's been a long time. I know, right? And we've been going through a lot with these folks. They've been taking money, saying they're going to do this. They don't do it. Don't worry, is all I'm going to say. They ain't going to get away with it. And it's not over. But I'm telling you, you have my word. The same way I gave my Umi my word when I was 5 years old that I was going to fight. I told my mama I was going to fight, standing right next to where them statues would have been. Right? And then I came around full circle. The statues found me. Y'all have my word. But not just my word. You're going to have my action. They will not get away with this. I'm not talking about the government. I'm talking about you people who we call family, who we call administrators, who we call pharaohs, attorney generals, all this other stuff. You're not going to get away with what you did. Not going to get away with it. You're not going to get away with blocking for 2 decades, sabotaging for 2 decades, pocketing money for 2 decades, scheming, scamming, and skimming for 2. You're not going to get away with that. And they're not going to get away with what they did to Dr. Melakazi York. You have my word. And if you want to see and put me to your 13th millionth test to see whether or not I'm for real, because I don't know how many times I got to show people I'm for real, then good. Just wait and see then. Wait and see. Test me again. You tested me to see whether or not I was going to live Nuwaubu my whole life. Okay. You tested me to see whether or not I was going to be like these people who got a couple tens of thousand followers and then turned on the master for their business, or acting like they can't list their own father in their bio for who put them on to be acting like they some internet teachers out here. You see, you saw me go through all them crowds of people and maintain holding on to the rope. You saw that. You saw everywhere I went, Dr. Melakazi York name went. You saw that. You saw every time I cried on live and broke down about this. You saw that. You saw me showing up, attempting to show love, even though he ain't here, at these Zed Fest and dealing with demons who want to gang bang masonry and supposed to be able to be protected and honored when we walk on. They don't even know who they dealing with. But we ain't had protection or honor. We had disrespect, neglect, and hatred being sent from people that's claiming to be family. You saw me go through that, endure that, and I'm still here. You saw me on live dealing with people talking about they were going to help Dr. Melakazi York get out. You saw me go live on YouTube with people. You saw me go live on Instagram with people. You saw me on Young Elders Live. You saw me speaking to the family. You saw me with Tyba Jet. You saw me. I went around the whole thing. But I didn't do it in private. What's all this secrecy stuff? I didn't do it in private. I did it out in the open. The only one private move that was just recently being made, if I find out that it was not legitimate, that's going to be the last straw on all of it. That's going to be the last straw on everything. We blowing the lid off of everything. And what I will not let them do is point the finger at the government. I ain't going to let them do that no longer. We ain't going to sit here and act like it was the government. Not no more. So we going to see. Let it be real. If it wasn't real and they gained, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be the biggest thing on the internet. We're blowing the lid off of everything. I don't want to hear no, we family. I don't want to hear no, let's move in Ashuk. I don't want to hear none of that. All you're going to see is the sword of murder dog cutting heads off, and they're going to be rolling. Heads will roll for this. Heads will roll. You see? You're dealing with one of the sons, one of the students. Not no follower. No, I'm one of them sons. How much I'm going to have to show them, y'all? And now it ain't just me by myself. That's another thing that make these people nervous. We get to moving. It ain't just phase one go out there. It be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 brothers, 19, 20 brothers sometimes. And we moving. And do we look like we came to play? We ain't even dressed like we came to play. You see that? We ain't doing nothing stupid, nothing illegal. Everybody know how to move. And we handling business. Pops, we coming for you. We coming for you. I don't care if we have to get an attorney ourselves in the front and out in the open. We're going to do it how, look, they say you do the same thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. It's insanity. All right? I'm at the last door. If they play, cool. I ain't even going to go off on them, none of that. I'm just going to go ahead and get it handled. We're going to handle it out in the open. I want y'all to know everything. I can't say certain things because there's so many sabotagers. But at the same time, you start realizing the game could be that every time it was time to do something for the master teacher, they said, we got to keep it on the down low so that nobody can sabotage it. But they were only saying that so that they would be able to sabotage it with nobody being able to stop the sabotage because it was private. That's the only thing I can see these folks did. You know what I mean? You got this out in the public and out in the open. That's easy for everybody, including the feds. Everybody keep an eye on what you're doing. So if you're doing illegal stuff, yeah, you ain't just bullying the tribe into believing that they got to give up their money. I remember, I'll never forget a nigga was like, oh, it's crazy. People want to give the books away for free when we should be able to make the funds and take care of the buildings and stuff like that while the master rots in prison. I said, nigga, he ain't rotting no motherfucking where. Watch your mouth. So what will make you say that? He ain't rotting nowhere. And then he put out the message and say, blind and crippled? No. In a wheelchair? No. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm strong. Da-da-da-da-da. I'll be back. I'm coming. Man, y'all niggas don't know who the fuck you dealing with. That's Murdoch, nigga. That's not nothing to play with. You know what I mean? You don't see that plaque? I got to show you plaque so you don't say I ain't playing. He said, nigga, I ain't weak. I ain't small. I ain't none of this shit y'all out here telling me folk. He said, nigga, I'm coming back. It's not over. You know, if anybody could do that, it's him. He done lived 2,000 lives. You don't see that sword? They don't see you, Pop? I see you. You don't see that sword? That double-edged sword? You don't see that's a warrior we talking about? You better prepare for the arrival. Oh, by the way, there go Horus. There go Horus right there, don't it? It say prepare for the arrival of Christ. And there go Horus right there, the baby. Don't it? Don't it go right there, though? Don't it be that? And ain't that Horus in the back? Ain't that Horus in the backyard? Don't we got Horus now? Y'all better prepare for the arrival. You better prepare for the arrival. All them little games y'all played. You got to be stupid. You got to be stupid. You got to be out your motherfucking mind. Out here blaming the government. It's not the fucking government. It's y'all. It's not them. It ain't SEALs or none of that. It's y'all. They wouldn't even be able to did none of this if it weren't for y'all. Am I lying? If it wasn't for the people that claimed to be his family, would this government have been able to do anything? He did everything by the book. If it wasn't for Pauline and Habiba, the rest of them, Jacob, the rest of them, we still have Tamaré. It wasn't for a letter that somebody wrote, because they were disgruntled. Nikki Lopez, with her shit that she had going on, if it wasn't for them folks, who damn them, all of them was put off the land for doing stupid shit. If it wasn't for them, we still had the land. Then it's like, you trying to tell me something, we didn't even have to, the land didn't even have to be seized or sold. Didn't have to be. Y'all didn't keep the land. What you trying to tell me? Then you can't say, oh, it was the government with the land. They didn't take our bookstores that we had, all them bookstores, all them schools and stuff like that. Y'all lost them too. Nah, bro, don't tell me nothing. I'm not no little child no more. Now I'm a grown-ass man. Yeah, don't tell me nothing. It wasn't the government, y'all. When we do our documentaries, let's make sure that we tell it all the way. Faces, pictures, numbers, receipts, same way they be trying to do. We doing it all the way. And we're not going to let the story go down as the government is the reason. No, it's not the government. It's the people who claim to be family. That's all. That's all. School in Brooklyn probably still there vacant. How we lost the schools and all of that. And I was a little child, man. So these people trying to tell me something, bro. I don't want to hear nothing about that. Now they done sense of shit about 33 commandments and all this other shit. Hey, man. I'm not going to play these little games with y'all. Every time I turn around, it's some new shit that y'all want us to go to the bookstores and buy. How about what's going on with the master teacher? Let him tell us the 33 commandments out his own motherfucking mouth. Let him get out to set the record straight. Help him. Because what the fuck is you doing with the money? Y'all got all these bookstores, but every time it's time to get an attorney, y'all got to take money from the tribe. Nobody ain't got no money with all these bookstores and wealth, and Prince York always talking about he got money. Nigga, why the fuck was you flashing money while you supposed to be collecting money for your father to help get him out of prison? And the whole while you flashing money in G-Wagons, talking about how you living. And what Pop say? Out of his own mouth, I heard him. It's about money when it comes to Prince. He said that. You gonna tell me he lied? And then the nigga Ramses or Prince York went on Clubhouse and was like, the response. The response? What you mean the response? To what he said? This his shit you using. This his copyrighted stuff, trademark stuff that you putting out as you supposed to be making these new books. You ain't even have the decency to just make your own shit. You just remodeled his shit. And he said, that's a no-go. But what the nigga Amunuma say to me? I don't care what Baba said. I fuck with him. I fuck with Prince. What? I want to buy the books. You a motherfucking disagreeable that bumped your stupid ass head. You done bumped your head. Nigga, you're not nobody. Let's start there. But the only reason why you have a smidget of a body that you can try to claim is because of Dr. Melakazi York and his legacy. That's it. It's his legacy that got you niggas ego tripping. One more time. You ain't even ego tripping off of your legacy. You ego tripping off another nigga's shit. It's not your shit. Your name not even Amu Numa. It's not even your name. What's your name, Lawrence or Tim? Huh? Derek? Your name not Amu Numa, nigga. Everything y'all try to parade around like y'all got is because of him. That's the chief. So why the fuck you in the chief shit trying to tell him how the fuck it go down? Tell him, oh, I don't care what he said. I fuck with. Get your ass out there. Go get your own shit and fuck with Prince from your own shit. Give me that Amun back. Fuck wrong with you? Give me that back. You see what wrong? These niggas done bumped their head. I don't care. If he want to talk to me, he'll talk to me in the spirit. For now, I'm about the books. I don't care what Bible said. What? Y'all think I'm playing? That nigga said that shit to me on the phone. I'm like, nigga, then get your own shit. They're like one of the NOI members told me, I don't care what Farrakhan said. I ain't selling bean pie today. I'm going to sell it on Wednesday. How you think the NOI members would have responded to a nigga saying that? They would have flipped his ass so quick. Literally. All you would have saw was feet. He wasn't going to be able to stand on post no more. And we let these niggas get away with this shit. Like, nigga, you live on YouTube, son. Pipe your voice down. Speak with a lower decibel. You live on YouTube. You're not a teacher. The teacher that I know, he was teaching out his own shit. You see, the teacher that I know mobilized people to get the information out, to change the world. Turn that voice down a little bit. Put a little more respect in your tone when you speaking on whether or not you gonna hear what the fuck he said. Do a little more of this when you talking about him. I fuck with him. I don't care what he said. What? I'm about the books. He didn't even want to hear that shit. That was the one time he didn't want to pick up the phone because everybody was talking about how Pops put that audio out and told them folks, make sure you record this part. I'm not with them. I don't know what they got going on. They're not helping me. We had people look into Williams and Williams. I had this attorney, that attorney. They looked into it and found out there was nothing. Damn. All that big popping though. Because it don't matter. Once that money get got and spent and put up, whatever the fuck, they don't care because they don't think nobody going to make them pay for that shit. You thought wrong. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. The last little piece. Tick, tock. Once that last little piece, because they trying to string me along. You better make sure you on point, because when that last little piece get found out, you either going to be true or not true. But once I find out you not true, I'm coming for everything. I'm going to do it. I'm coming for every motherfucking thing. And we starting with them temples. I want everything audited. I want every motion looked into. I want all the receipts submitted. I'm going to be reaching out to the family. Say, did you send in money for this? I'm going to put out a commercial. Did you send in money for Williams and Williams? You could be. I'm going to do that. Did you help? Was you a part of this? Did you this? And everybody going to be trying to run. Don't run now. Did you think there was never going to be a day of reckoning? You played with the right ones. That was so crazy. You couldn't even peek the scene. You couldn't peek the scene. You don't see how I move. I done talked to every motherfucking body. And then they'd be crazy. They'd be on the phone talking to me, trying to spit game. I'm like, they don't know I'm in the YB by birth. I didn't come into this because I found a book on the internet somewhere later on in my life. Nigga, I was birthed into it. As soon as I came out the womb, I said, what's up? What's right knowledge? What's that? What's I was hearing in the womb? I heard somebody saying the right knowledge. Tell me some more about that. You dealing with one of them. So what you thought? Trying to spit game to a nigga. And then I say, well, that's not what this person said. Oh, you talked to them? Yeah. Let me tell you like I tell everybody else. I was talking to everybody. So one thing people did with me is they said, I can't tell you this. And then they like, all right, let me tell you. They always said, I can't let you know that. I can't speak on that. And then they just, and they told me everything and I recorded everything. And I ain't record conversations, so don't think you're going to be able to be like, I ain't get permission from her. I was swipe texting. That's my shit. I swipe text. I swipe text notes. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. If I record a phone call, I don't need to release no phone call because I know you could try to fight that legally because I'm fucking intelligent. But I know what I can do. I can transcribe it. And that's what the fuck I do. If I need to record some shit, I'm going to transcribe it. That way, you can't say you didn't say that. This is word for word. Yes, you did. You did say that. You said that on this day. And how would I know that if you didn't say that? Because I don't know nothing about that. Watch. We coming for everything, y'all. Don't worry. He getting out. He getting out. He getting out. And then it's his show. They just activated me. It's not even my show. It's his show. Y'all ain't finna get away with it. Simple. Yeah, he coming home. They ain't finna get away with it. So you tell all them, I got the statues. What? I got the family. They in the back. What? They waiting on preparation. Are you prepared? What? What you gonna do? You gonna get them? You gonna take about 9 of y'all? What you gonna do? You gonna tell on me? Tell. Tell on me. FaZe bought the statues. Okay. Okay. And when he get out, I'm gonna give them to him. They're his. Simple. Tell him that too. What are you saying? Y'all wanted them statues to just be sitting there. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, good. Like, he don't care about, they be arguing and talking all the extra shit. They be saying all this shit other than what's finna happen so he can get out. That's how I know they dizzy. They want, can we get some more symbols? He gives them a symbol. They say, thank you. They run off and they go sell that. He said, can we get another book? We don't have no more books. He give them a book. They run off and they go sell that. Can we get more doctrine, another doctrine? He go, oh, okay. They ran off and go sell that. Can you give me an audio? I need an audio recording of your voice. He give them that. They go run off and they go sell that. All y'all care about, a lot of them, not all of them, all a lot of them care about is how they can profit off of him. That's it. They profit off of him, make their money, then we don't hear from them until they run out of money. And they come back, and it's some more shit. And then the whole while is just he been there. No, this is my life's work. It's worth it. It's worth it. This is my life. I love my life. My life's work is no. No, you ain't getting away with this stupid shit. That's my life's work. So feel how you want to feel. But if you know anything about my mama, you know anything about my dad, you know anything about my aunt, we don't give a fuck about how you feel. We don't give a fuck how you feel. No. So to all the new Wahabians and Sabians who've been holding on to the rope, and you know he coming home, you might not have all the answers and all that, but you feel something's not right about what these people been doing, don't worry. It's their turn now. Maybe I go to different communities and I stop by and I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying, before I kick the door in. It's their turn now. It's their turn now. Don't worry. I hear you. And to all the Ansarullah, all of y'all who been peeping and see how these folk been moving, say that's not how he moved, all that. Don't worry. We noted it. We saw it. It's going down. It's going down. I know it's going down because I be pacing at night. That's how I know. I don't nobody else be up. It just be me. And I be doing this. So I know something to go down because I'm itching. I'm like, all right. And I know that all right when I say that. All right. Okay. I've been calm. I've been smooth. I've been easy, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. But now it's time to shoot some b-ball. Outside school. It's time. It's time. Yep. Let's play. I've been good. Yep, I just been pacing. I'm like, yep, it finna go down, ain't it? It finna go down, ain't it? It finna go down, huh? It finna have to go down, ain't it? It finna have to go down. Cause are you okay? It finna have to go down. We in March. It finna go down. It finna go down. It finna go down. It finna go down. You think they mad at me now? They finna be irate. They finna be furious. It's finna go down. And don't try to send nobody to talk to me. Here's the deal. I'll make a deal with you. If it's finna have to go down, which I think it's finna have to go down, and I'm telling all people watching right now, just please understand, I still am who I am. I got my heart. I grew up in Nuwaupu. I ain't no CIA agent. I don't work for the feds. I ain't no black devil. I'm Omari and wish a motherfucker would. That's been me since I've been younger. I care about Nuwaupu, the master, how this shit happened. I know it was fucked up. I know it's still some fucked up people around us. And I care about what needs to occur for things to actually change progressively. And so, if it gotta go down, I'll make a deal with you. Get them out. That's your best bet. One of y'all gonna have to turn over that corner. Just how the corner had the dude that was in the corner went to sleep on the Golden Child movie, or in the Golden Child movie, so that the master was able to leave out because they had to surround him on all four corners with evil. One of you bitches finna have to move over. And you're going to have to turn on your little coven. You're going to have to do that. And he going to have to get out. Or I'm going to destroy everything. I'm going to destroy every illusion that you done built in these people's mind. I'm going to destroy it. And we're going to build and rebuild the truth on top of that bullshit. I'm going to destroy everything. I'm going to blow it all up. I got audios, recordings, I got scripts, letters, pictures, photos, screenshots, text messages. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We're going to go to war. And I got to watch that clock. Because I know as soon as I do that, they're going to try to come at me with everything. And I'm going to come back at them with everything. You talk about World War III, it's finna happen. It's finna happen. Yep, it's finna happen. All the games are over. Game over. I'm telling you this. Now watch what's finna happen. Game over. We done seen everything we need to see. I'm only looking at one little piece. One last little piece. But let that motherfucker turn red. And boy, that's y'all ass. Who you talking about? If you think I'm talking about you, I'm talking about you. If you think I'm referring to you, I'm referring to you. It's on. I told the industry that. They wasn't looking too good after I went and blitzed their ass. I told Hollywood that. They ain't been looking too good since I went and blitzed their ass. I told the spiritual community that. With their little falsified, facky leaders. And they ain't been looking too good after I blitzed their ass. So I'm telling you motherfuckers who played games with his life. And it ain't going to be looking too good after I blitz your ass. Or just wait and see. Yep. Oh no, they thought they were dealing with me. Now you're not just dealing with me. Now you're dealing with me, and there's 3 people out here in the back. I was the spoiled kid by myself, but now my uncle them here. So now I feel big. I feel more prouder and more braver than I felt before. Now they let the statues from the land come to me. I'm good. I'm good. Strike, 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 flash, flash, boom, boom. I'm good. I don't need nobody to tell me anything. They made it. I would have been nervous if they didn't make it. Then I would be coming here talking to y'all about a whole different thing. If they ain't make it, I would have been on some other shit. I wouldn't be on any tight time. But no, I felt it because I was on that tight time a few days ago. They made it here. They let Anubis come through. Hold on. Let me pin it. Let me pin it. I have to pin that. I got to pin that. They let Anubis come through. Now, I got to go outside. I just felt it. I got to go. I got to go outside. I got to go outside. Yo. This shit is amazing, nigga. Who else was supposed to have them motherfucking statues? Hi, neighbor. Who else was supposed to have the statue, man? He cold in the motherfucker. I did not plan this out. Hold on. I did not plan this. Damn, that shit would have been fire hell if I had to turn around and come back. It cold in the motherfucker out there, though. I'm gonna have to get 2 coats. Damn, that shit was just gonna be gangster. Yeah. Now I gotta come back, get this jacket and shit. I gotta put my phone down. I gotta sound lame as hell, don't I? Look, this shit sound lame. Gotta sound like I gotta get prepared. That's crazy. Nigga don't even have the same energy. It's like you run out to beat a nigga ass and slip. You done beat your old ass. You can't nobody even fight no more. You supposed to, come on. Niggas laughing. What was I saying? Damn. Look. Hey, man. You don't know? This is real. I mean, this is real, but it's about to get realer. I need that light, y'all. What happened? Okay, don't do that, nigga. That's a different signal.
What?
You did the roundup signal.
No, I didn't.
Oh. What the fuck are you waving for? Nigga, it's dark. Oh, man.
This is 20 by 20.
What the hell? What is this?
20 by 20.
Oh, you already done lined this shit up?
Oh, so.
Oh, we ain't even supposed to be talking about this. We was just finna slip real quick. Hold on. We got hit for the statues. I said, what the hell? Oh, no, we wasn't going. I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Huh?
About down there.
It's going to be right in the middle. You ain't got to put the whole, that ain't going to cover the whole space. You heard me? It don't got to cover the whole space. Oh. It's going to cover, like, cut that down.
In half?
Yep.
That's perfect.
Yep.
I thought you.
Yeah. No, it ain't going to, because we're going to have to still have a pathway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You thought about 3 of them?
Huh?
You thought about 3?
I don't know. I gotta go based off of how I hear it when it comes. But no, that's still that's just a good sign anyway. But cut it down halfway. In about a week we'll be ready.
Right.
Probably less than that. You know me, I get itchy.
Right.
Anubis is here. You know what I'm saying? Yup. It's real. It's finna happen. Something go down. I know something to go down. This is like, yo, this is priceless. So I know what that meant. It was like everybody got tested. They put it up there for 500. All you had to do was just get it. I'm gonna be overwhelmed after this live, y'all. I'm letting y'all know that. After this live, I'm gonna have to go sit in silence for about a good 9 hours. All you had to do is just get them. So you weren't supposed to have them. That's 500. How you let me get it? How you let me beat you to it? Y'all sitting there, he texting her and shit, going back and forth, trying to prove to her this important. She know it's important, nigga. You ain't read the listing. Horus. And they, if you can't see, they arranged in a spiral. Right? So Horus going this way, Anubis going that way, and Osiris going this way. Let's go to Osiris. Yeah, look. Look at the X. Oh. You see? They done spray the X over the moon. I've been seeing X all day. X marks the spot. This is serious business. Yeah, this for real. What that say? Usir. U-S-I-R. Usir. I say who? Huh? Sorry, he had a rough ride too. We gotta fix up his beard. They brought it to us like that. He would try to tell you it was like that. I said, I don't remember when we lifted it that first time. It wasn't like that, was it? I wasn't even gonna get on his ass. You know, when I brought it here, you know, it was kind of like that already, Patton. You know what the hell they went, but I ain't finna get on you. You ain't got to wear. We ain't gonna beat your ass. He had a rough ride. That's probably why he drew blood, though. Yeah. This is powerful. Look at the headdress. Huge. Beautiful. It's real. Man, the whole energy out here feel different. It feel like something finna go down. You know what I'm saying? We go to Horus. You know what I mean? And we gon', you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I ain't talking. I ain't gonna say too much. You can read between the lines. You know what coming next. We got the statues out here. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful. You done survived all these years. I'm gonna polish y'all up, man. Anubis right here by the door, man. Doom. That's how Anubis would be, though. In pool. He been chilling. Well, he one of the easier ones to move.
He was in the middle.
You gonna have to put the tones out here. You gotta clean this area up out here too. Yep. Like I told y'all, Anubis, he on the dirt. You go research Anubis. They're like the desert. I'll probably get some sand out here too though. Yeah. Other than just being dirt. Put the sands out here. And what I want to do also is elevate them on inclines. So we have to build it, concrete inclines. Yep. Man, next time y'all hear about this, y'all gonna be shook. I'm up to something. And he guarding the door. All I'm gonna ask is that whatever portal need to be open, let it be open. Let it be open. They done had time. They had time. Whatever need to open up, open it up. It's 3 of y'all out here. And I can, ooh. Y'all came from the land. It's unreal, bro. Y'all came from the land. And it's all 3 of y'all out here. Whatever need to be open, open it. Open it. Y'all clear here. It's our land. Nobody gonna bother you. You gotta hear all that BS frequencies. We're gonna get this right. Something happened. That's it. Why they drawing X's in the sky at night? You make it make sense to me. Somebody happened. Why? I'm telling you. Watch what I'm telling you. It's all 3 of them here. It'd be different if we just had like one. They all family. Yeah, we got you. We got you. We got you. We need to clean this area up. Take that tarp and bring it to the spot. If you can move that, you probably need somebody to help you move that on.
I got it.
It'll work? All right, put that up by the house when you get a chance. Put that tarp up there now, though. I'm gonna clean the area up. Yep. I just want to show y'all. It's real. And it's nighttime. Oh, boy. We're gonna get some lights out here. Some green lights out here. Oh, boy. Somebody in trouble. I don't know, but it ain't me. Somebody in trouble. I wasn't going to stop till they got here. That's why I wouldn't tell y'all what I was doing till they got here. You read my story, I say I'm working on some important stuff. You know what I'm saying? Doing something big. Isaiah 19. I can't say nothing till they get here. Because they're going to try to rob them. All right, bro. I shook. Now they here. So I know it's going to go down. All right, I got some phone call to make. I got some business to handle. And I got some plan to draw up. I told y'all up soon. Yeah, that set amount of time. I want to stop for a second and give thanks. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. They got here. Boy, I was nervous. I was pacing. I'm like, man. And they made it. They made it, y'all. They made it. Got it. You go to the mailbox, too. We got the mailbox. It wasn't nothing in it. We got it. One of the mailboxes from the land. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Talk to y'all soon. It was good to be able to show y'all. And just keep watching. Keep y'all eyes open. Don't lose hope. Stay encouraged. Sometimes it might look like what Pop say. He ain't going to win, y'all. He ain't going to win. The devil don't win. Sometimes all it takes is for them ones to come through. It took me a little while. I had to be born. You know, we got to follow the rules. You know how it go. You read the stories. You got to be born, and you got to grow up, and you got to be wax wise, and you know what I'm saying? You got to be raised. You got to study with the elders. You got to be a teacher. You got to do stuff that's amazing. You know, it just took a little while, but I'm here. And I'm in good company. So shout out to all of y'all who can see, got eyes to see, who can hear, got ears to hear. Talk to y'all soon. I love y'all. Peace in the Lamb. It's truly wonderful.